The process of making Tiffany's Floriform vase begins with a small bubble of colorful glass on the end of a long metal blowpipe. This initial form is shaped and allowed to cool before a second layer of clear glass is added to the surface. Excess material is removed to leave behind a thin skin of molten clear glass. A top coat of crushed colored glass is added to the surface. Meanwhile, another glassblower prepares a small amount of colorful glass on the end of a solid rod. This small bit of molten glass is wrapped around the initial bubble, threading down its length. Even though it appears red or orange, the glass being applied is actually green. With a little extra heat, the threads can be manipulated to create a feathered effect. This specific decorative technique was invented by the ancient Egyptians. A long heat in the 2000-degree furnace allows the raised threads to melt completely into the surface of the bubble. Notice the smooth surface as the shaping process continues. A constriction is made near the head of the pipe with a tool called the jacks. This jack line is where the bubble will eventually be broken off. A specific heat on the pointy tip allows us to stretch and elongate what will be the stem for the vase. Before the foot is added, a small amount of clear glass is wound around the tip, creating a landing pad. A second bubble, which will become the foot, is prepared. Close teamwork and timing is required for these steps to go smoothly. The molten bubble is applied to the bottom of the stem and cut free with a pair of straight scissors or shears. A constriction is made in this new bubble with the jacks, and once that constriction cools, the top half is removed. After a good heat in the furnace, the foot is flared to its final shape with the jacks and flattened simultaneously on the bottom with a wooden paddle. The piece is now ready to be transferred to a secondary rod called a punty. A small amount of glass on a solid rod is shaped and attached to the bottom. The jack line is cooled with a metal tool and then tapped off. At this point, the top of the vessel is heated and inflated with a tool known as the soffietta. Another green bit is applied, wrapping around the rim of the vessel. This is commonly called a lip wrap. The aperture of the opening is dilated with the jacks. After one last heat, quick turns and the metal blades give the vase its final shape. Now complete, the piece is placed into a 900-degree kiln where it will be cooled slowly to room temperature.